You have been working on it for weeks, maybe months. The sales page, the offer, the post, the video, it's done. It's actually really good. But every time you're about to hit publish, you find one more thing to fix. The colors aren't quite right. The copy could be stronger. The layout needs tweaking. You tell yourself, I just want it to be good. I really care about quality. Like, this is not perfect enough. But here's what's really happening. As long as it's not perfect, quote unquote, yes, quote unquote, okay, you don't have to share it. And if you don't have to share it, you don't have to be seen. Yes, you know the drill. This is your fear of being seen that is playing these like perfectionist trap, this perfectionist loop on you. And this is not about high standards. It's about using impossibly high standards as a shield against vulnerability. Yep, you've heard me correctly. So, what is the perfectionist trap? The perfectionist trap is a subconscious pattern where you hold yourself to impossible standards, like literally impossible standards, not because you actually care about quality, but because perfectionism gives you an excuse to stay invisible. Yep, you've heard me. And if you've been hearing this word visible, invisible since the beginning for so many times, take a shot every time you do. No, I'm joking. Take a shot of matcha, okay? But let me introduce myself very briefly. I'm Maya, and this channel is all about helping you break up with your fear of being seen and become unstoppable instead. So, this is episode three. This is episode three of a series that I call the 12 loops that are keeping you stuck. And these loops are really playing in your subconscious mind to stop you from being seen doing the thing that you really want to do. And if you want to remove being seen from that sentence, it's really from stopping you from doing the thing that you really want to do. Express your voice authentically, create that business, create that project, create that social media account, post that video, or just have that hard conversation. Ask for the promotion. Like, go for the job that you really want. It can really show up in so many different areas of your life. And most of us will attribute it to things like, oh, I'm a perfectionist, or oh, I'm just procrastinating, or oh, like I must grind in order to do this, or whatever. Any other of the 12 loops that I break down through this series. So, in case you are not subscribed yet, please do subscribe and please do share your thoughts in the comments after watching this video or while watching it. Whatever you want, you can do. Here, you are free to express yourself as you please. Okay, so back into the perfectionist trap. So, what I was saying is, this is a subconscious pattern where you hold yourself to really impossible standards, not because you actually care about quality or like whatever, but because perfectionism gives you an excuse to stay invisible. As long as something is not perfect, you don't have to launch it. You don't have to be seen doing it. You don't have to risk judgment, criticism, rejection. Perfectionism feels productive, it feels virtuous. I just care about doing things right. I just have really high standards, and I don't want to put out this video of myself where I'm not saying the exact perfect thing at the exact perfect time. If anything, learn from me. I'm literally just throwing this video out there saying whatever the fuck I want to say just because that is perfect to me. Expressing my voice authentically is perfect to me because otherwise it becomes a control mechanism. And what happens is that your nervous system believes that if you can just make something perfect enough, you can control how people respond to it. You can avoid criticism. You can guarantee success. Newsflash, You don't. You cannot. People will always criticize you, whatever it is that you do. And the thing is, perfection is a moving target. Like, it's not something that is fixed in time or on stone or whatever. There is always one more thing to improve. And when you go down that spiral, you never go out of it. You stay stuck in endless revisions, never crossing the threshold into actually doing the thing. So, neuroscience wise, another thing, in each of these episodes, I'll try to like show you the neuroscience side of it and then the like more spiritual energy woo woo side of it, while keeping it very grounded for you to understand and see it from different angles. And then I'll be giving you some exercises and ways to break through the pattern. So, here's what's happening in your brain. When you're about to launch something, your amygdala, which is your brain's fear center, scans for threats and it will automatically find one. The amygdala always finds a threat, like literally. And in the case of like perfectionism, it can be something like, if I share this and it's not perfect, people will judge me, criticize me, reject me. And this will confirm that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worth it, that I am insert whatever belief that you have there. And that thought is unbearable. So your brain offers you a solution. Oh, just make it more perfect. If you can make it flawless, you can control the outcome and no one can judge you for it. And like you stay stuck in this loop because your brain will flood you with cortisol, which is the stress hormone, every time you think about launching the imperfect version of it. You feel anxious, tense, restless, and you go back to perfecting it. And whenever you go back to perfecting it, you get a hit of dopamine, which is relief. Your nervous system is like, amazing, we are safe again. We're not visible yet. We can stay in our comfort zone, tweaking and tweaking and tweaking, refining, delaying, and like we stay here. Now, here's the thing, your rational brain, your prefrontal cortex, knows it's good enough, but your fear center, the amygdala, overrides it. And the fear always wins until you decide otherwise, okay? Now, here's what happens in your nervous system. Yeah, I offer the nervous system to you as well. Perfectionism is not just mental. It actually lives in your body. And this is what a lot of people miss when working with subconscious loops or patterns. They really think that it's just in the brain, but it's not. Like, if you do not like look into the body and how it lives in your body and somatically release it as well, you will never get rid of it. So here's how perfectionism lives in your body. You're literally gripping for control. The perfectionism can show up as chronic tension, especially in your jaw, your shoulders, your neck, your stomach. You can have shallow breathing, you're holding your breath, bracing for impact, always waiting for something to happen or stressing that something will happen. You can feel exhausted. Perfectionism is really exhausting because you are in a constant state of hyper vigilance. You are always scanning for threats. You are always looking for something, and you are always in the doing of improving. So you are never resting, actually, which brings us to inability to rest. Even when you're not working, you are thinking about what needs to be fixed, what will make this good enough, what will make this better, what will make this quote unquote perfect. So you are stuck in what we call a sympathetic nervous system state, fight or flight. You are constantly pushing, striving, trying to outrun the threat of not being good enough. Your body will never feel safe to be done because done is vulnerable and done is a threat and done is not safe. You see? Okay, now the energetical spiritual side of it. Energetically, perfectionism is a contraction. Your energy is pulling inwards, it's tightening, it's trying to control the outcome. You're vibrating at the frequency of, I'm not enough yet. This is not good enough. Instead of radiating confidence and trust and surrender, you're really radiating fear and control. Control is the master word here. It's control. Like you really want to control the outcome, whereas you can't really control the outcome. You can never control the outcome. The only thing that you can control is the input, your input into this specific situation. And here's the thing, people can feel that energy. So even if, say, you spend hours and days and months and years perfecting something before putting it out, and when you put it out, you still have that tense energy gripping on the control, you know what's going to happen? People will feel it and they will respond in the exact manner that you've been trying to avoid all these years. Yep, that's exactly what happens. It's literally when you do finally share something from that perfectionistic controlling energy, it's not going to land the same way as when you share from a place of trust and enoughness and surrender. Perfectionism will block your natural radiance, your aura, your energy field. It really keeps you small and tight and hidden, even when you think that you are preparing to be big. No, like it just wouldn't work. Energetically, you need to shift from I must control the outcome to I trust that my input is enough, that I am enough, my work is enough. Enough is the affirmation that you want to grasp into in order to dissolve this fear and this desire to over control. That's literally what it is. Okay, now how does perfectionism or the perfectionist trap shows in your life? I mean, like, it's pretty obvious, but I think it's always good to have examples because sometimes when we are very deep into it, we don't necessarily see it as it is. So, in your business, you will delay launching your offer, for example, or your startup or your project because the website is not quite right enough or the sales page is not quite right enough. You're going to redo your branding 17 times before anyone sees it. You refuse to like raise your prices or do something until you're more qualified. At work, it's the same thing. You will just like keep on tweaking and tweaking and tweaking and tweaking a proposal or an offer or like your speech to tell your boss about like your promotion or whatever it is. In content creation, it can show up as rewriting a post, deleting it, like filming a video 12 times and still not posting it. Um, in relationships, you can be rehearsing conversations in your head to just get them right. And you never actually have the conversation. You avoid reaching out to people until you have the perfect thing to say. You present a curated, polished version of yourself instead of being real. And then, I mean, in your self talk, you're always saying, I'm not good enough. This is not good enough yet. I need to make it better before I share it. You feel like you're never done. I can't launch this before I'm fully ready. People will judge me if it's not perfect. So you're continuously seeking for that thing. So, how do we break through the pattern? I always say the best way to break a pattern is to first identify it and then choose differently. Because a pattern, in essence, is a pathway in our brain that we have reinforced by choosing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So when we are working on a project, we will always choose perfecting it over actually just putting it out there. So the first step is to identify the pattern. You need to catch it when it's happening. So the next time you're about to launch something and you find yourself tweaking, refining, delaying, or whatever, pause and really ask yourself, am I close to launching this? Am I finding reasons of why it's not ready yet? Is this like the familiar feeling of just one more thing? You know, ask yourself these questions and really evaluate where you are at. Two, once you have identified the pattern, you need to rewire it at the nervous system level. The perfectionist trap really lives in your body, in the tension, the gripping, the control. And you need to release it somatically and recalibrate your nervous system to feel safe with good enough. Like an affirmation that I love to repeat to myself 3 times when I wake up, 3 times before I sleep is I am as I am, and that is enough. Like, this is the best thing ever. But here's a quick practice that you can try. You can relax, close your eyes, and really like notice where you are holding tension without identifying if this is perfectionism or not, just tension. Maybe your jaw, your shoulder, your stomach. And once you have identified it, you can take a deep breath in that area. Like, visualize your breath going to that area and then hold your breath for 5 seconds there. You can hold it in that area. Say it's your, I don't know, left shoulder. Hold it in that area and then exhale forcefully, like, and feel the tension release. You can really repeat that 3 times, and every time you can, if you can hold your breath a little longer in that area, hold it a little longer. And this basically will help you release that grip, that physical holding pattern of perfectionism. And if you want deeper support, if you want like a very specific guided practice for this, I have created a guided nervous system recalibration and energy activation specifically for the perfectionist trap, which you can find inside the visibility portal, which is a self-led journey taking you through all the 12 loops and showing you exactly how to break them with guided practices and energy activations. You will find the link in the description below. Okay, step 3, choose differently. Now that you have identified the pattern and started rewiring it, it's time to take different action. For the perfectionist trap, that means define what is good enough and launch it. Like, literally, ask yourself, what's the 80% version of this that I could launch today? What is the minimum this needs to be to provide value? Write it down, like write it down, then commit. I am launching the good enough version no matter what. And do it within 24 hours. Don't give your perfectionism time to creep back in. This is how you prove to your nervous system that imperfect action is safe. And every time you launch something good enough and survive it, you weaken the loop. So, here's what I need you to remember. You don't break perfectionism by becoming perfect at breaking perfectionism. You break it by choosing courage over control, surrender over control, again and again and again and again. Imperfect action, messy launches, good enough work that actually helps people. Not flawless, not polished, not perfect, just real, just consistent, just done. Okay? So, if you're not subscribed yet, please do leave your comments, leave your thoughts. If you try any of the activations or the exercises, let me know how it goes. You've got this. This is the time we become unstoppable. Break the loop and become unstoppable. And I will see you next week. Bisous.